What if you moved to the Warner Robins area thinking you could get by without a car, only to discover every errand meant a steering wheel? I'm Misha Thompson, your favorite Warner Robins real estate agent, and today we're answering the big question. Can you realistically live here without a car? We'll break it down into 3 real-life challenges: walking to grab food, hauling groceries, and trying the local on-demand transit system. By the end, you'll know exactly what to expect and why most newcomers quickly realize a car isn't optional. Here's the truth: walking in Warner Robins is very limited. Unless you live right on Watson Boulevard or Russell Parkway, walking from a neighborhood to stores just isn't practical at all. Sidewalk coverage across the city is patchy. According to Houston County's 2024 Sidewalk Access Report, less than 40% of major routes have consistent sidewalks. That means most subdivisions connect to busy commercial roads with no safe pedestrian access. Even short errands, like walking a mile to grab lunch, often involves grass shoulders, broken sidewalks, or dodging traffic. Bottom line, walking here isn't a lifestyle option. At best, it's a one-off trip if you happen to live near a business corridor. Now let's talk groceries. Imagine walking a mile and a half to Kroger or Target or Publix, then hauling 20 pounds of milk, eggs, and bread back in Georgia humidity. Sidewalks usually drop off within the first half mile, pushing you onto shoulders next to 45-mile-per-hour traffic. The walk out might take 30 minutes, the walk back closer to 50, and your groceries are warm by the time you get home. For families relocating here, bulk grocery trips on foot are simply not feasible. If you want to reduce car use, your best bet is scheduling delivery through many of those online services for Kroger or Instacart, whatever is out there. But what about public transportation? Here is the reality: Warner Robins does not have fixed route buses. Instead, it offers an on-demand system called Warner Robins Transit, WRT. You call ahead, reserve a ride, and the van picks you up. The fare is about $5 one way, and trips that would take you 15 minutes by car often take 30 to 40 minutes once you factor in detours and multiple pickups. Service also ends at around 6 p.m., so there's no evening coverage. WRT is a solid backup for seniors or medical appointments, but it's not a replacement for a car. For daily commutes, school runs, or errands, it's simply not practical. Here's the reality for newcomers: commercial corridors like Watson or Russell Parkway have the most sidewalks. But a lot of times people do not want to live close to those major corridors where there is a crap ton of traffic, especially Watson and Russell Parkway. Every local will tell you to stay away from those because they're so busy. So neighborhoods and subdivisions across Warner Robins, Centerville, Kathleen, and Bonaire are designed for cars. Expect to drive to schools, groceries, and base access. Bike options are limited. A few wide shoulders exist along Highway 96, but there are no consistent bike lanes here at all. And transit is call ahead only. It works in a pinch, but don't rely on it daily. If you are relocating here, here's what you need to plan for: at least 1 car per household, realistically 2 if both adults work or commute. Don't expect walkability. Even short errands usually require a car. Use delivery services for groceries or bulky items if you want to cut back on your own trips. Budget for driving costs. According to AAA, Georgia drivers spend about $9,000 per year per car on payments, insurance, fuel, and maintenance. Keep transit in your back pocket. WRT can help in emergencies, but it's not a daily solution. So can you live in Warner Robins without a car? Technically, yes. If you are a single person living near Watson, using delivery service and calling WRT for occasional rides, but for most families, absolutely not. A car is essential here for speed, safety, and sanity. Here's the real talk. Warner Robins scores just 21 out of 100 on Walk Score, which makes it one of the most car-dependent cities in the state of Georgia. Walking only works for one-off errands. Grocery runs without a car are exhausting, and while WRT exists, it's too limited to rely on it. And here are the key takeaways. Plan for at least one car per household. 2 if both adults commute. Don't expect neighborhood walkability. And I don't mean you can't walk in your neighborhood, because a lot of neighborhoods have sidewalks and people walk there. But walkability for grocery stores and running errands just doesn't exist here. And delivery and call ahead transit can supplement, but they won't replace a personal vehicle. Have you ever tried living car-free in a suburban city like this? Drop your story in the comments. I'll feature the best in a future video. And if this gave you clarity, hit like, subscribe, and ring the bell for more Warner Robins relocation insights. I'm Misha Thompson, helping you navigate Middle Georgia with confidence, 1 mile at a time. I'll see you in the next one.